Hello buddies, so in this video we are going to continue the last process. So last thing, we have a list of users, so I just deleted the unwanted users from there. So now we are going to see this image things and all we'll add later. So those are all very small things. We have to add the we have to control access the Firestore. It's like Firebase storage, and we have to put the image and copy the image URL, and we need to store it in the real-time database. So those things we'll do in a later stage. So now we are going to click this item and we are going inside the chat box view. Okay, so let's continue through this. So how to do those things is here actually. So where is this image is like main screen. So this is the main screen. Let's say, sorry, it's a small screen, so that I'm totally confused. Okay, so in the chat we are going to add a on click item. Okay, so there is no on click item particularly for column, so we have to in a modifier we can add a clickable. Okay, so in this one I'm going to add like on click. Okay, so in this on click, it's a dummy function unit. Okay, that's it. So I'm just going to call on click from here. Okay, so but the thing is on click, yeah, that's enough. So here we can take over here. Okay, so from here if I have a navigation option, not here. Okay, so then the thing is we need to pass the nav controller also through here. Okay, nav controller. So I'm just making the first parameter as a nav controller. Okay, so now I am going through here. So nav controller. Okay, so we have a nav controller. Where is that? Here. Okay, this is the one. Okay, nav controller dot navigate. Okay, main screen. Okay, let me check what is the object name. I forgot. Okay, main activity navigation name dot not main screen, chat screen. Okay, so let's check. So now when we are clicking this one, we are going to navigate through there, but we have one difficulty. So we are not identifying which user is which user we are clicking. Okay, so one more thing we need to do is here we are coming myself. Actually I am logging in. We are having Charles also as a user, so we don't want to do like that. So for that we are going to do is, where is it? For that we can do that one as a simple thing. So in the load user, in the add, right? So before adding, it dot user id, if it dot user id not equal to current user dot id. What is that id? uid. Actually uid and this user id is different actually. Yeah, but we made a mistake. So this current user dot uid only we need to store in the place of user id. Okay, so that one is a wrong one we did. From where we need to change it? From here. Yeah, we have here. So that is a wrong thing. So we don't need to use this key itself. The key itself is a what is that? User. The key itself we are going to use current user. So current user means in task, right? Task dot it's successful. So let's check task dot not users. Okay, then Firebase auth dot get instance dot user current user dot uuid. Okay, uuid. Okay, so this should be the key, and this key should be only added to the copy of this one. Okay, so this should be right now, it will be like that. We'll leave it like that. So then I'll change in the database. Now if I change means it will take more time, so that not needed for now. So if we want to do that only in the main activity view model. Okay, so in the view model we need to do that only, and we are going to add that to the user not equal to this id, and this uuid not equal to means we need to add. So for now everything will be not equal to only. Okay, let's see. Mobile number we can take, phone number we can take actually. Yeah, mobile number. Okay, so phone number also, I don't know, we will be matching it's with country code or without country code, we need to check. So let's see, that is for now it is fine, totally fine. So the thing is, when we are clicking, we want to identify which user we are clicking, right? So for that, what we are going to do is, so in here we are going to have one thing. So we need to pass this user item as a selected user item to the module, which means here, okay, we didn't have an action, right? So we are going to have an action over here. Okay, so the action, where is it? Okay, so let me add an action over here. We didn't have an action yet, right? Okay, private fun action. Okay, so in this action also, here actually, where is it? Event is action. I think so, yeah. Event is action and event state. Okay, so this should be a state. Actually, this should be a state. I forgot to add an state. Instead of state only, I added as an this one. Okay, oh, let's find main screen event. Okay, 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 leave everything fine. So this should not be an action, but for now I'll clear this one later. Sealed interface. Okay, sealed interface. So inside here we are going to add select item. Okay, it's like data class select select user. Okay, inside we have a where user model. Okay, user model return main screen not event action. Okay, so this is for selecting user. For select user we are going to use this one. So I am just going to add this one in a main activity action. When here we are going to main activity action, so I can get the, where is it, branch over here. Okay, so in this branch I'm going to do only one thing. It's like, where is that? So main activity event, so which means this is not a event, this should be state actually, but I forgot, I collapse everything while doing. So selected user. Okay, this should be the selected user. So now what we are going to do here, underscore main event dot value is equal to underscore main event dot value dot copy selected user is equal to, so let me give this one as an event. Okay, event dot user model. Okay, so now we are getting the selected user in this place. Okay, so when we are passing this one to the chat screen, we can identify this is a selected user and this is a current user. So current user, what we are doing is this one. So when we are adding over here, we need to add the current user too. Okay, so instead of here I can add it over here actually, right? Current user, what do you mean? Firebase user. Okay, user model dot mobile number is current user dot phone number. Okay, username and user ID and all we won't get it actually, but for that only we need to change the branches. So let me, give me some time, I'll change those things. Okay, yeah, I changed the DB things, so now we are good to go. So the user ID will be the UUID. Okay, so in this screen we are going to do that same thing. what we have done before actually. So this is the phone number is fine, user id is current user dot uid. Okay, so this is the screen, mutable screen. Current user is, we are loading the current user directly. Okay, from here the actions is done, so the selected user is there. Okay, so from this selected user we are going to, so actually I run the application too. So if I click this one, so this is the default screen which we are having in our application. Okay, right now, so we need to change this name to the name which is from here, then only we can identify we have selected the same user or different user. Okay, so let's go and find out. So the action we didn't implement yet, so I'm just closing all the tabs. I'm just going here and main screen. Okay, so not main screen, so we need to go to the navigation actually, navigation. Then I need to pause main activity action. View model dot action is a private one or what? Where is it? Okay, very bad. Private is not allowed. Action. Okay, yeah, this is the action. So I'm going to add screen. Okay, so cool, that is fine. So event is ready. So from this main screen, whenever I am clicking here, we are first going to, that name need to be action, name need to be action, so ACTI action. Okay, so inside the action dot select user, so inside the user we are going to pause the user item. Okay, so now whenever I am selecting, it will navigate with this process. This process will be done. Then the same thing we need to do for chat screen also. So we need to pass the three same thing to the chat screen. Okay, so let me copy instead of doing that one because we need to rename it. So I'm just copying. So where is the chat screen? So this is a chat screen. In the chat screen I can do it like that. Okay, so now this is good. So the preview, I don't want the preview. Okay, so now it is fine. So where is the header name? So this is the name of the user. Okay, so I'm just clicking out now, then I'm taking the event. Okay, main screen event dot value dot selected user dot user name. Okay, so instead of doing this I can do this. Okay, so this is good for me. Okay, so if this one is null, I will show that one. Okay, so now I'm stopping. We are running again. So now once it is done, we can see the process. Okay, so before, in the meantime, I'll just create a model. So in the model we have to create message module, right? Okay, so first is message module we need to create, then chat also we have to create, but let's think about the chat later. First we will create a message module. Okay, so I'm just creating classes. Okay, so in this classes message model. Okay, so this should be a data class. Yeah, once data class is done, message id. Okay, val message id string only. Okay, val then sender id is string only. So sender id will be the mostly the UUID of the user. Okay, UUID of the user. Then val text means the message which we are going to send, string. Okay, then val timestamp. Okay, timestamp will be long. Okay, so this is the process. So I'm just giving null for everything, so because it will be easy for us to check that one is null. Okay, so this is the message model is done right now. So using this message model we are going to process. Before that we'll check it is correct. So I'm just clicking John Williams. Where is it? Okay, so you can see John Williams over here. Okay, I'm going back. So I'm clicking again Joseph Rambo. Joseph Rambo is coming. and Evaros is coming. Okay, so this is the way we are going to do from here to there. Okay, so the navigation is done. So now we are going to process the chat over things. Okay, so the things will be like, first, whenever we are clicking, we have to do another one process also. What we want to do, we are going to create one chat ID for the particular user and the next selected user. Okay, so how we are going to do that one is, so where is this? So okay, this is the action. So this load one I'll create like that, then private fun, uh, initialize chat. Okay, init chat. Okay, init chat. So in this init chat, so message dot select, inside this one I'm going to directly take this one through over here. Okay, so this one we don't need. Instead of this, I'm going to add the init chat directly event. Okay, event. Okay, this event will come here. Then what we are going to do was, so we are going to create one chat. We have a DB over here, right? So okay, DB reference. Okay, so in the DB reference, so our structures will be like, this is the downloaded JSON. Okay, so this is the downloaded JSON of our application. So this is how it is looking. So from here we are going to use chat. Okay, so inside this chat, okay, inside this chat we are going to have chat ID. So each chat will have different IDs. Okay, each chat will have different IDs. Inside, this is a one chat. For one chat means inside that we are going to add chat users. Okay, so in this users we are going to have each user ID true. Okay, then user ID 2, so that UUID is the user ID. We are going to store this in a user. So then here we are going to create a messages. Okay, so which means messages. Okay, so these are the messages we are going to have. From inside this messages, for each message we will have a message ID. Then here sender should be user ID. Okay, this is text, which means the message. Actually text means it's the actual message or something, some descriptions. Then timestamp. Okay, this should be a number. Okay, so this is how our database going to look like. Okay, so whenever we are creating a chat, we are going to use like this one. So based on this one only, we are going to find out this user is having a chat or not. Okay, so this is the, just note it down, then we are going to go for your ideology how we are going to do it. This is how we are going to look it. So this message ID will be repeated inside here. Okay, for each message it will be increased. Okay, so this is the one. Then let's go and start doing it. Okay, so this is fine. Then I'm going to add try catch. Exception. Okay, so that is fine. So now inside this try catch, view model scope dot launch. Okay, this is launched. Then dispatches.io. Okay, so here what I am going to do is I'm going to take the chat. Okay, well, chat ref is equal to database ref dot child, sorry, where is it, database ref. Okay, it's a get reference. Okay, get references chat. Okay, chats. Okay, I'm just getting, if I am taking means it will be created. Okay, so then inside this chat I'm going to check query chat ref dot order by key. So not order by child, order by child. So in this child will be where is it? I just gave you, right? Where's, yeah. So in this child will be this chat ID. Okay, the chat ID we don't know, so we don't want to use this chat ID also. I'm going to use directly, we don't know this chat ID, so we can't use this chat ID. So but this one, this route we know, right? So this users, so I'm going to take this user slash the user ID, which is this second user or first user, not first user, maybe it is a second user. Okay, okay, let me check one. Okay, this one. Okay, second user, event dot user module dot user ID. Okay, so maybe this should be a not second user, we can use our current user also. Actually, current user only, main user dot value dot current user dot user ID. Okay, user ID. So this users dot user ID, then I'm going to dot equal to true. Okay, so if it is true, we are going to check. So actually we are checking, I am checking that this user is available for any of the chats user, any of the chats user we are going to check. Okay, so this is checking, it will have it will take all the chat which I am having with the other peoples. Okay, so now from that I'm going to split, it's like chat query dot get dot add on success listener. Okay, so in this success listener, I am going to get the chat ID. We need to find our main goal is to find this chat ID, then only we can do the messaging process. Okay, so I'm going to take chat ID string is equal to null. Okay, so string is equal to null. So for now what we are going to do is for, okay, where is that, snapshot. Okay, snapshot in snapshot. Okay, snapshot dot children. Okay, so this one, then inside here I'm going to add users, chat users is equal to chat snapshot dot child. So in this child path should be users. Okay, dot value. So this value we are going to take it as map. Okay, so map like this one. Okay, so here if I am going to check like chat user dot contain key is the user ID, so the user ID which we are having. Okay, so user ID is like, I can select so this is this user, right? This is my user ID means, so I'm going to give here event dot model dot user ID. This user ID is equal to true. Okay, so if this is true, I can take the key of the chat. Okay, chat ID is equal to child snapshot dot key. Okay, so child snapshot dot key will be the chat ID. Okay, then I can break this place. Otherwise, if this is not happened, then I need to do another thing, like if chat ID equal to null, I need to save this one in again inside that. Okay, chat ID is equal to chatref dot push key dot key. Okay, so this is the chat ID. Then I'm going to add val is equal to map of, so inside the map I'm going to add users slash that user ID is actually this one, this one, 2 true. Okay, so I'm just adding as a map now, then I'm going to store this map in a DB. Okay, so instead of this second key, I'm going to create this key and this one. Okay, so now it is done. Now I am going to chat ref dot child, the child is chat ID. Okay, okay, so chat ID must be not must be null, because we are taking here it won't be null, but in case if it is null also, then set value that chat data. Okay, chat data. So now what is happening, we have created a chat actually. Okay, so now whenever we are clicking this chat is, if the chat is created, the chat will be created. If the chat is exist, we will take that chat ID. If the chat is not exist, we will create a new chat. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, this chat, right, this chat should be store here. Where is it? Here. Okay, so I'm going to go inside this and I'm going to add val chat ID is equal to current chat ID or your chat ID. Okay, fine, string null. Okay, so this current chat ID should be this one. Where is it? This chat ID. Okay, so if it is returning from here, we are going to add main event dot value is equal to underscore main event dot value dot copy current chat ID is equal to chat ID after this chat ID. Okay, after this chat ID, we are going to add this one as a chat ID. Otherwise, here also we are getting a chat ID. So before saving or after saving, we can store this one also as a chat ID. Okay, so now everything is clear. We have created a chat ID. So any issues coming means we have to show this snack bar. Loader should be false. E message. Okay, okay, yeah, so loader dot value should be true means, okay, this is from here, it should be true over here. Loader dot should be false means it should be false once it receive the data itself. Okay, yeah, done. So let me close this one, let me run this again, then we will check in a real-time database. So I have a database also, so let's start created. So it is running, scrolling. Okay, I think it didn't stop. Yeah, so I did some mistakes, so this mistake is over here only. So what I done here before is we bind this one with this one. Okay, so if we do those things means this slash is a special character, it won't accept while saving this one. Okay, so I just added the child separately over here instead of this. Okay, so it gave me that error, so I alter the code like this. Okay, so the same code but little different. So in there we take a reference like this, but instead of that I am adding add single value user and listener. So which means if it is there is nothing means we can do it in that way also, the same thing, but I am just checking why it is not liking working, so that's why I made like this. We can do that in that way also with the chat reference and do that. Okay, so the same thing, we just adding the users, and in the users we are going to pass this one. So I'm just going to do what we are having now. I'm just Okay, let's see. So I have a two things over here. So the thing is here I am closing the thing, right? So loading, closing the loading, right? Stopping the loading. The same thing I have a else one case. So in this else case also I need to close, stop it, and this cancel thing also I need to stop it. Okay, so I'm stopping everywhere. Okay, so once it is done, I'm just going to run it again, and let us see it's launched over here. So let me click now. So if we click something like I am clicking Evaros, so it's running, and it created the DB. So it went into the Evaros chat. So it created a DB with Evaros, and one is the ID. You can see it over here also. So one is Charles Raj UID, and another one is NJ. Where is it? Another one is Evaros UID. With this UID, the user will be created. So this is to create a user. So after, in the next video, we are going to see how to add messages inside this ID. Okay, chats. Okay, inside this chat, how we are going to add. We are going to see that. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think this is more content we are having in this video. Let's see in one other next video about how to send and receive messages in this one. Okay, yeah. Thank you.